Adventure starts long before the tires hit the dirt. For this ride, I had a few things to consider: weather, supplies, battery range, and a route that would take me deep into the foothills of Mount Rainier. Today's destination is Suntop, one of the trails featured in Evergreen's West Six-Pack Challenge. With one of the trails already checked off the list, this one would be number 2. The plan is to start at Huckleberry Creek Road, climb Suntop Road to the lookout, then descend Suntop Trail and finish along Skookum Flats. On paper, it looks like the perfect adventure. The question is whether my legs and my battery agreed.
Dust in the lungs and the morning sun hitting the high peak. Glacier ice bleeding down into the creek. Rubber on the lone 29-inch wheels, looking for the feeling that the city steals. Dropping in the shadows where the moss grows thick. Boots slick as oil, better choose your line quick. The air tastes like cedar and the world is far behind. Just a single track ribbon for a cluttered mind. And she towers over everything. Whoa, the white and stone. Mount Rainier is watching while we hold our own. Down the Suntop Trail, screaming through the trees. Backcountry drifting, floating on the breeze. Through the deep woods where the wild things run, we are chasing down the ghost of the setting sun. White river roaring like a freight train below, fed by the valleys of the ancient snow. We hit the switchbacks, suspension opening wide, adrenaline pumping on the mountainside. Tires losing traction on the edge of the world, where the alpine meadow and the forest gets swirled. Loose dirt flying like a wave of brown spray, carving out a living in the heat of the day. And she towers over everything. Oh, the white and stone. Mount Rainier is watching while we hold our own. Down the Suntop Trail, screaming through the trees. Backcountry drifting, floating on the breeze. Through the deep woods where the wild things run, we are chasing down the ghost of the setting sun. Silent giant standing in a cathedral of green, the purest definition of a world unseen. No signal on the phone, no clock on the wall, just the gravity pulling in the backcountry call. Brakes are smoking hot, knuckles turning white, drifting through the darkness, chasing the light. Under the timber valley opens up wide. Glacier-fed currents on the riverside, covered in sweat, covered in the mountain grind, trading our breath for a moment in time. The tires finally stop to free or go still, looking back up at the crest of the hill, where she towers over everything, a wall of white and stone. Mount Rainier is watching while we hold our own. Down the Suntop Trail, screaming through the trees, backcountry drifting, floating on the breeze. Through the deep woods where the wild things run, we are chasing down the ghost of the setting sun. White river rushing, loose dirt fading, deep woods swallowing the last of the day. Suntop behind us, Rainier ahead, keep going. Huckleberry Creek rolling out the gate, forest roads whisper, don't leave. The city fades like a distant glance, trading street lights for the mountains' voice. Suntop calling from above the trees, where the air gets thin and you feel it squeeze. Not just legs, not just lungs today, it's energy management guiding the way. Range on the bike like a ticking clock, every mile is a calculated talk. Do I push hard or do I hold back? Because coming home matters just as much as the attack. One line on the map, but it's never that clean. Real world hits different than what you've seen. The mode gets real when the signal is gone, but that's where the feeling of adventure is born. I ride where the signal fades out, where the forest swallows every doubt. Check number 2 on the west 6-pack line, but it's more than a trail, it's a moment in time. Make time, live wild, let the city fall away. Earn every meter of the climb today. Battery low, but the spirit runs high, under the shadow of a rainy sky. Under the shadow of a rainy sky. Suntop Road, grinding slow and steady. Bike feels heavy, but the mind feels ready. Every percent on the battery screen feels like part of a larger machine. Push a little power, save a little strength. Trying to stretch both ends of the length, because up here mistakes cost more. When you're this far out from a shop or a door, still there's beauty in the work it takes. Every pedal stroke, every choice you make. Not reckless riding, it's calculated art. Adventure with intention from the very start. Then the trees break open, sky gets wide. Mount Rainier watch the weather and every battery blink, 'cause nothing here is accidental or small. It all leads to standing above it all. I ride where the signal fades out, where the forest swallows every doubt. Check number 2 on the west 6-pack line, but it's more than a trail, it's a moment in time. Make time, live wild, let the city fall away. Earn every meter of the climb today. Battery low, but the spirit runs high under the shadow of a rainier sky. Gravity calls and the brakes come loose. All that climbing turns into cruise. Every decision, every slow ascent. Now it's time to let it all get spent. Suntop Trail dropping fast through green. Switchbacks carving through the scene. Skookum Flats where the river runs back to the world as the day is done. Bike is tired, legs feel the cost, but nothing out here ever feels lost. 'Cause this wasn't luck, this wasn't chance, it was planned and gave it a second glance. 2 on the board for the 6-pack run, but the real reward was the mountain sun. And I'll say it again, as the daylight dies, make time, live wild under open skies.
With Suntop behind me, that checks number 2 on the West Six Pack. If I'm being honest, the challenge isn't really what I'll remember. It'll be that view of Mount Rainier, the miles of forest, fast ascent, and that feeling of being completely immersed in the mountains for a day.